Hello everyone, so in this video we're going to begin with the partners and developers page, and we are cruising. We are almost done with this very huge project, and let's just jump right in. And we're going to go inside our source folder and inside the pages folder, and then we're going to go inside partners and developers JS. And the way I'm thinking is, because this page doesn't have all that much like what's it called, intricacy to it, so I can just place everything to be inside one file. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to turn a section here. Oops. I'm going to turn a section with a class of pay online dash hero, and then with a class, another class of partners dash hero, so that we can change out this background image. And then inside here we're going to have a div with a class of overlay, and then inside this div with a class of overlay we're going to have an article, and then this article is going to have an h1 that says this, and then it's going to have a paragraph that says this. So copy and paste it, and then once you have that, let's save it. And if we navigate into what is the route, partners and developers, let me just copy this, and then let's navigate into that proper route. Then we should be able to see all this. So we have the correct text, only the image is wrong. So let's go ahead and switch out the image, and we're going to go inside our index CSS, and then we're going to say that for the partners dash hero, then we want the background come from URL, and it's coming from /images / partners / I think it is this one, and then set the background repeat to no repeat, set it to the center and cover, and it should switch right there. So that is the correct image, as you can see. And then what we need to do is this text needs to come to the center. So how we're going to do it is we're going to go inside this overlay, and then we're going to change this into a flexbox, and then items dash center, and then justify dash center, and it's going to bring it to the center right here. And then we need to change the text to white, and then we're going to say add a padding on the x of 8 so that it pushes just a bit inwards on mobile screens. And then let me see, actually let's see what do we need to do. My brain is hanging. Okay, we need to move this to the center. Oh my god, why did that take so long? Give this a class name of, let's say, text dash 4xl, and then for screens text dash 5xl, margin bottom of 8 or of 4. And then here we don't need to do anything on this paragraph, actually, just on this one. And then on this article we're going to say give this a class name of text dash center to center both the h1 and the paragraph. And then we need this to be font light, so font dash light. That should be it. Okay, nice. We need this to be bigger, so inside this paragraph give this a class name of text dash large. Then for large screens we're going to say text dash XL, make it just a bit bigger. There we go, looking fantastic. And then let's go ahead and build up this second section. So below this section we're going to have another section, and then let me see. So this section is going to have a class name. Let me see, class name, and we're going to say, we don't need to have a max width on this because this doesn't even go all the way to the end. So having a max width doesn't really do anything, but we need to have a padding on the x of 8 and a padding on the y of 10. And then for large screens we're going to say padding on the y of 20. And then inside here we're going to have an h2 that says this, and then we're going to have a paragraph that says this, and then we're going to have a ul with 2 list items. So the first one is going to be this image, and then the second one is going to be this text. So inside here for the first one, you're going to have an image that is going to come from, let me just say, PayPal as the name of the image. And then inside here, let me grab this text and paste it here. And you know what, actually I can even have like one list item, and then I can place in the image to be a span, and then just add in the text at the end of it. But even like this, it's still okay, there's no problem. And then let's go ahead and grab in this image. Let's bring in this image. So import PayPal from dot slash wait, what, dot slash, and then images forward slash, what's it called, partners and developers forward slash. Let's grab the correct image here, partners. Let's see, oops, really, let me rename this. This is too long. Let me rename it to PayPal. That is too long a name. So forward slash PayPal dot, is it a PNG image or what, dot JPEG, and then save it, and then let's see what we have on the screen. And there you go. And then once we have that, then let's style it out. So let's go inside this section, give it a class name of text-center. Let's see that. And then we're going to go inside this image, give this a class name block and mx auto to center it. And then inside this ul, give this a class name of flex and items center and justify center with a gap of 3, so that this now aligns here. There we go. And let me see, we're going to go here, give it a margin top of 8 to push away from this text. Then we're going to go inside this h2, give this a class name of text slate 800, text for XL, large screens text 5XL, margin bottom of 10, and then font dash light. And then here we're going to say give this a class name and say that for large screens, then the text should be large. And we're going to have that. Okay, let's see. That is looking okay. That is looking nice. But that's actually the complete section. And then let's grab in this color for this next section. So copy this, and then let's go ahead and below this section, let's create another section, and then give this section a style, and then let's say background color and set it to this. And then let me see, we're going to give it a class name. Let's say padding on the y of 10, and then for large screens padding on the y of 20, and then let's have padding on the x of 8. Push everything inwards. We're going to have an h2 that says this, and then we're going to have a paragraph that says this, and then below this we're going to have a button that says this. Okay, and then let me copy the styles of this h2, copy these styles and paste them here, then change this into text white. And you know what, actually I can actually just add text white of the parent here so that I don't have to add it in here. And then let me see, let's see, inside this paragraph I'm going to give this a class name of large, text large, and then margin bottom of 6 to push away from this button. And then this button we're going to say give it a class name of font dashboard, and then on hover we want it to be an underline. Save it, and then let's see what we have on the screen. We have this, and then we need the text to be centered. So let's go here, let's say text dash center. That should center it. Okay, but we need this to be limited. So perhaps let's grab this h2 all the way to the bottom, and then let's add in a div with a class of max with dash 4xl and mx auto, and then can paste in this, and that should limit it. There we go. I think that is much better. Yeah, let's work with that. And then we're going to have this next section, which is basically a copy paste of this. So grab this section, copy it here, and then we don't need this background color, so let's remove it. And then let me see, we don't need text white, and then let's say we need this to be text slate 800. Okay, and then we need the text to change, so copy this text here, and then we need this text as well, copy, paste it here, and then we need this as well, copy and paste it here, save it, and it should appear right there. Of course, now we need this to change. We need Okay, so questions and then this. So what you can do is we can grab this, place it inside a span, and then we're going to give this span and say give it a class name and say font bold, font dash bold, and then on hover we want it to have underline and then text slate, sorry, not slate, text blue 600, and then we're going to remove this from here. Okay, so that now the questions here, this text that says questions doesn't have any styling, but the span inside is styled to look like a link, as you can see right here. There we go. So looking nice, nice, nice. And then next we have, oh, that is the entire page. So that is the entire page. Let me see. Let's increase the, let's add a margin bottom here, just here. Let's say margin bottom of 20 to push away a bit more from the footer. And we're going to have that. Okay. Let's try to add in this part. See this part right here? This part that scrolls to the particular section. Let's try to add it in. And emphasis is on the try. So let's go right above this part that says explore our resources. So basically below this section, let's have a div. This div is going to have a UL with 3 list items. And then each of these are going to be links, so anchor tags. And then this first one is going to be linking to developers. The second one is going to be linking to merchants. And then this third one links to, wait, I interchanged them. So this one is merchants and then this one is products. Okay, and then this one says developers for the text. This one says products. And then this one says merchants. And so how we make them to be links to link to the particular sections is we go here and give it an ID of developers for this first one, and then products for the second one. So here, let's give it here. This one says products. And then the third one here says merchants. And then let's tell out this UL. So give it a class name of, let me say, flex items dash end and justify dash end. And then let me say, what is it? Let's give it a gap of about 6. And then inside this div, we're going to give this a class name. And we're going to say bg slate 100 with padding y of 6 and padding x. Actually, don't need to have padding x, but let me see how it looks. So they are here. And okay, we need to have padding x, and we also need to limit it. So let's say padding x of 8. And then here, let's give it a max width of 6XL and MX of auto. I hope that doesn't mess up with anything. Yeah. And then I can click on this and it scrolls to this one. Or I can click on this one, it scrolls to the next one. And if you want it to have a smooth scroll like it does here, the way you do it is by going into your CSS, going to the top of the file, and inside your asterisk, we're just going to say scroll behavior and set it to smooth. So that now instead of jumping to a particular section, when you click on it, it scrolls down. Okay, and then let me try to make it sticky to the top. I don't know whether I can do that, but I can go here and I can say make it position sticky. Is that the correct thing? Let's see. No. I can change it into position fixed, but it's going to be fixed depending on the body. See, we'll see what happens. It's fixed depending on the body. I don't want that. What do we do? If I make it, because the part of this is the fragment here. See, like that doesn't make much sense either, that the point of this is the fragment. What I can do is I can bring this inside here, but it's going to be inside the image. It's not going to be inside the image. You can't really tell it all that well, but technically this is inside the image. If I go ahead and say that set it to the bottom by 0, it's going to come here. Oh, wait a minute. It's here because I need this section to be relative. I need this one to have a class of relative. So that now is going to come here on the image. Really? Is it not really going to listen to me today? What if I change this to absolute? Is it now going to come here? Okay, now it comes here. And then if I say width dash full, then it's going to go all the way to the end. Okay. And then now what I can do is, because I want it to be scrollable. Why, if I now change this to fixed, but it's going to be fixed here such that if I scroll, then this happens. I don't want that to happen. I don't want that to happen. Okay, I'm just going to remove this because it is a bit too stressful and I am quite a bit tired. And what is happening now, I can remove this div, place it here, that it goes back to normal. There we go. But yeah, we're going to have that. Okay, so in the next video, we're going to build up the login page. And we are also going to build out, perhaps if we have time, we're going to build out this sign up page as well. And just like I said in the last video, we have taken less than 20 minutes to build out this page. So see you in the next video.